In the previous episode of the series, The Path to Prosperity from Consciousness, Breaking the Karma of Poverty According to the Buddha's Teachings, we explored limiting beliefs about money that were sown in childhood and gained a deeper understanding of karma, the root cause of fear or aversion to money and the wealthy. We realized that poverty is not merely a material issue, but also a psychological state, a long-established habit energy. More importantly, we affirmed that karma is not destiny. It can be transformed. So, how can we truly break these invisible chains? How can we free ourselves from old beliefs and begin to build a genuinely prosperous life from within? In this episode, we will delve into the powerful method of transformation taught by the Buddha, the path of seeing, acknowledging, releasing, along with developing a mindful financial mindset based on right view and right livelihood. Finally, we will redefine our life values to achieve true freedom from within. Please stay with us. The Buddha's teaching on breaking the karma of poverty, the path of seeing, acknowledging, releasing. Dear friends, among the thousands of sutras that the Buddha preached, there were many times he spoke about wealth, possessions, and how to live abundantly while maintaining mindfulness. A true Buddhist practitioner does not consider money sinful, nor does one chase it blindly. What he taught is balance, knowing how to develop material life while keeping the mind calm and pure. To break the karma of poverty, the Buddha taught that we do not need to resist poverty, but to understand it. From there, we transform it through three basic practices: seeing, acknowledging, releasing. 1. Seeing means clearly observing what is binding your mind. Many people are poor not because they lack money, but because they do not dare face the false beliefs that imprison them. These are the beliefs mentioned in episode 1, such as, I don't deserve to be rich. Money only comes to cunning people. Monastics shouldn't have much money. Even, I will always just be an average person, never wealthy. The Buddha taught, ignorance is the root of all suffering. Here, ignorance means the lack of understanding, the failure to recognize the false beliefs that are controlling us. To liberate ourselves from suffering, we must first see our own ignorance. We don't need to fight those thoughts, nor avoid or hide them. Just look directly at the poor thoughts and limiting beliefs that exist within. Observe them like an objective guest, without judgment. When the light of understanding shines, the darkness of ignorance will naturally vanish. 2. Acknowledging means taking responsibility without blaming circumstances. The second step is to take responsibility. Those who blame cannot change. The poor often tend to blame their circumstances. My parents were poor, so I ended up like this. This society is so unfair. I never had the chances others had. I'm doomed. Nothing I do will succeed. These statements may contain some truth, but if we stop at blaming, we are giving away our power to the past, to external circumstances, to control our future. The Buddha taught, I am the owner of my karma. I am the heir of my karma. Karma is my womb, my kin, and my refuge. This teaching emphasizes personal responsibility and self-mastery. When we take responsibility, it's not to blame ourselves or feel guilty, but to reclaim the power to lead our lives. We are no longer victims of circumstance. We are capable of creating a new reality for ourselves. Taking responsibility is a powerful act that opens the door to change. Releasing means letting go of old mental patterns to sow new seeds. Releasing means letting go of old mental patterns to sow new seeds. After seeing clearly and taking responsibility, the final step is to let go. Poor people often hold tightly to thoughts, such as, you have to work extremely hard to earn money. Money that comes easily will be lost easily. People like me will always just get by. I'm not good with money. These thoughts are like weeds growing in a rice field. If we don't remove them, they will drain all the nutrients, impoverishing the harvest of our lives. The Buddha taught, learn to let go as one lets go of a burning ember. Surely no one wants to hold on to a burning coal. No one is forcing us to keep these poor thoughts. We hold on to them because we are used to them, because they have become part of our ego. But if we are mindful enough, we will see. Those old beliefs no longer serve our growth. They even hinder us. Letting go does not mean loss. Letting go is making room for something new, making space for seeds of prosperity to be sown. Applying in life, new mindset creates new karma. After practicing seeing, Acknowledging, releasing, we begin to create new karma with a new mindset. Instead of old beliefs, plant positive seeds in your mind. Money is a tool for me to do good and help others. Rightful wealth is a sign of blessings and proper effort. I learn to welcome money with gratitude and wisdom, using it usefully. I deserve a fulfilled and happy life. When thoughts change, our actions will change. When actions change, results change. That is how the law of cause and effect operates mindfully. Transforming the karma of poverty doesn't start from the wallet, but from the mind. Just by stopping, turning inward, and reflecting on ourselves, the door to true wealth will begin to open. Not to flaunt, not to be superior, but to live fully, to have means to help life, and to prove a mindful consciousness is the root of prosperity. The recreation journey, financial mindset based on right view and right livelihood. Once we have let go of limiting beliefs, we need to rebuild a new consciousness foundation, where money is no longer an object of fear, craving, or judgment, but becomes a mindful companion on the path of practice and virtuous living. This is where the Buddha's wisdom on right view, right livelihood, and right effort begins to guide how we earn, keep, and use money. 1. Right view, seeing money with mindful eyes. The Buddha taught, right view is the first foundation of the Noble Eightfold Path. Without right view, even good-looking actions can fall into wrong paths. Right view about money means clearly understanding its nature. Money is not evil. It is unwise human use that turns it into a source of suffering. A knife can cook or kill. Money is the same. Money is not impure. It is greed and selfishness that make wealth muddy. When the mind is pure, no matter how much money one has, it remains clean. Money is neutral. It only magnifies what's already in the heart. Good people use money for good. Bad people use it to cause harm. People with right view do not fear money, nor are they obsessed with it. They clearly see the impermanent nature of wealth. Money comes and goes. Nothing is forever. From there, they use money at the right time, in the right way, for the right purpose, without attachment. 2. Right livelihood. Earning money with ethics and wisdom. Right livelihood means earning a living righteously, not harming oneself or others, and not violating morality or the law. The Buddha listed 5 occupations that lay practitioners should avoid, as they often lead to harm and unwholesomeness. Trading weapons, sowing seeds of violence, human trafficking, violating freedom and dignity, trading alcohol and intoxicants, clouding the mind, leading to wrongdoing, selling meat, killing living beings, directly or indirectly harming sentient beings, selling poisons, endangering others' lives. Aside from these 5, all other occupations, if done with a pure heart, without deceit or harm, are means of creating merit, gaining wealth, and practicing the Dharma amidst daily life. In modern times, right livelihood can be expressed in various aspects. Doing business transparently, honestly, without deceiving customers or partners. Not trading harmful, addictive products, e.g. toxic e-cigarettes, disguised gambling. Not exploiting workers, paying fair wages, creating decent work environments. Not profiting from others' misfortunes, not taking advantage of disasters or pandemics. Right livelihood helps us be wealthy and sleep peacefully, rich without losing merit, and live with a serene soul. A true wealth mindset, from awareness to action. A new financial mindset is not just about wanting more money. It is a way of living and thinking every day, including seed planting mindset. Understanding that money is the result of wholesome seeds we've sown. Diligence, honesty, generosity, compassion. When we sow good seeds, we reap good fruits. Prosperity mindset, believing that we deserve a life of abundance and wealth doesn't corrupt us if we stay mindful. Prosperity is not just money, but also health, meaningful relationships, and inner peace. Value creation mindset. Instead of blindly chasing money, focus on sincerely serving others and creating real value for the community. When we truly give value, money will come naturally as a result. 4. Befriend money without becoming dependent on it. The Buddha did not teach us to get rid of money or renounce wealth. He simply taught not to let money control our minds. A person living with the Dharma can manage money mindfully, plan clearly without being stingy, save and accumulate wisely, but without fear of lack or extreme self-restraint. Dare to invest in goodness, in education, in community benefit, even when profit isn't immediate. Such a person becomes the master of money, using it consciously, not letting it dictate life or behavior. 5. Sowing wealth through merit. Small actions, big results. One who wishes to transform their financial karma should begin by sowing merit in the right way. These are specific actions to plant good seeds and attract abundance. Offering alms, donations, helping the poor with respect and compassion, not just for merit trading or show. True generosity arises from kindness without expecting return. Sharing knowledge, skills, kind words to uplift others. This is wisdom giving, a deeply precious form of charity. Doing good in silence without needing recognition or fame. This is egoless giving, a powerful seed of merit. Always maintaining gratitude, appreciating what we have, no matter how little or much. A truly wealthy person is one who earns money through right livelihood, manages money through mindfulness, conscious financial planning, uses money to expand compassion and help the world. We don't need to live in fear of not having money, nor should we chase money to the point of losing ourselves. Let money become a companion, not running ahead, not falling behind, but walking alongside us in a life of mindfulness. Redefining life's values, inner freedom. Dear friends, we have walked together through the path of reviewing poverty thinking, dismantling limiting beliefs, and rebuilding a new financial consciousness. But to sustain deep transformation, the final and most important step is to redefine our core life values. Because the most profound realization is, money does not determine our worth. Our true value comes from our consciousness, character, and way of living. 1. Live with purpose. Money is just a means. A human life is not born just to make money, buy a house, and accumulate personal wealth. Our purpose is much greater: to understand ourselves, to be of benefit to others, to cultivate morality, compassion, and wisdom. Money is just a raft, a bridge, or a pair of shoes. It helps us go further in life's journey. If we make money the ultimate goal, we are like someone hugging a raft and forgetting the shore. 2. Inner wealth. Freedom from within. We often see people who are materially wealthy but live in anxiety, afraid of losing money, being envied, or robbed. This is inner poverty. On the other hand, some may only have enough to eat, but they always smile and live peacefully, readily share with others, are grateful for even the smallest things. They are inwardly rich because they are free. Free from the fear of lack, free from endless craving, free from needing others' approval or validation. The Buddha taught, the one who knows contentment is the richest, and the one who lives freely is the happiest. 3. Measure success by inner peace. Modern society often measures success by material standards, but those who follow the Buddha's path measure success by inner benchmarks. Is the heart at peace at bedtime? Do we feel light when reflecting on our day? Are we clear-minded enough not to envy others' success? If you have money and career success, yet still remain light-hearted, unattached, humble, and true to yourself, that is true success. That is wealth combined with wisdom and virtue. 4. Live in the world, but not be swept away. Living in society, we cannot reject money, but we also shouldn't let money dim the light of our hearts. Like a lotus blooming in muddy water without being tainted, an awakened person can do business in the marketplace without corruption, achieve success without losing inner purity, hold power and wealth, yet remain humble and generous. 5. Mindful thinking, a sustainable, meaningful life. Ultimately, mindful thinking is not just for escaping poverty. It is the way to live a life that is not controlled by money, is not defined by others' judgments, is not swept into the shallow race of society. Mindfulness helps us to feel content, to give, and to live deeply in each present moment. Conclusion, dear friends, we have traveled a meaningful and profound journey through these 2 episodes of The Path to Prosperity Through Consciousness, breaking the karma of poverty through the Buddha's teachings. From identifying limiting beliefs, understanding karma, practicing seeing, acknowledging releasing, to rebuilding financial thinking through right view and right livelihood, and finally reshaping life's values to discover true inner freedom. A person poor in materials is not necessarily miserable, but a person poor in faith, thought, and wisdom will always feel insecure and disadvantaged in life. To change our financial destiny, don't just focus on earning more. Start from within, the source of all external results. Look clearly at old beliefs. Acknowledge full responsibility. Release the invisible chains holding you back. Then, rebuild trust with right view and right livelihood, and practice planting merit. Always remember, wealth and poverty are not fixed by fate. They are shaped by how we think, act, and nourish our minds each day. If you find this video series valuable and wish to apply these teachings in your life, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and loved ones to help spread the wisdom of prosperity to the community. For questions or to share your experience, please leave a comment below. We are always ready to listen and learn. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming meaningful content. Thank you and see you next time. May you always live with mindfulness, peace, and sustainable prosperity.